in and see what we've got then. What's this? I can imagine that's the wax. Oh my god, that sounds incredible. Oh my goodness. Okay, well now I'm tempted to just not make the candles. Yeah, I think that's the sound of soy, like the little soy pieces. Oh, love that. Oh my goodness. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that is little bits of wax. I love that. Oh my goodness, amazing. Okay, we've got, oh, these are for the tea lights. So I think you make like a couple of bigger candles and then a few tea lights. So inside there are the little tea lights. Cute. That sounds nice. Are you? Business card. Oh, labels. So labels I would love to do today with you guys, like the writing, the sticking. Can sound really nice, but you're supposed to do it after the candles are cooled, and apparently you're supposed to leave the candles for like 24 hours. So I don't think that's going to be involved in this video. Okay, we have the fragrance. The sweet orange and chili pepper. Then we have the like main candle tins. I'm so excited. I am so excited. There's two of them. Okay, so get those, and then lastly, the stuff to like make the wick. I'm gonna stand up in the thing, so you have like this situation. You like put the wick in the candle, and like this keeps it there. That apparently you have a toothpick for one of the later things you have to do. Keep that safe off to the side. Okay, so in the instructions, the first thing it says is melt the wax, but I'm thinking that I want to be watching the wax whilst it's melting at all times, surely. So maybe I'll actually set up the wick first, because I don't, where's the harm in that? And then we will migrate through to the kitchen and melt the wax. So I need some blue tack. Just get blue tack. Okay, tack. Okay, so what you do, you take the lid off. You put a smidge of blue tack on the bottom of the wick, and then, gosh, you put the wick like stuck down onto the bottom of the candle. So let's do that. So now what I'm going to do is move myself and you guys through to the kitchen and let's melt some wax. See you in a second. Hi guys. Okay, I'm in my kitchen. I don't know if I have brought you guys into my kitchen before. So I have next to me a boiling pan of water, and then what you do is you put like the soy wax in a smaller pan and put that pan inside the boiling water pan, and then you melt the wax. Bob's your uncle. So let's pour these bad boys into here, the smaller pan. There we go. Okay. So let's get this pan simmering. Okay, so I have melted wax and a Pyrex jug. We then pour the wax into the jug. So pour the wax into the jug. That's that. Then we pour the fragrance into the wax. And then you stir for 2 minutes. Okay, so now what we do is pour the wax into the candle holders. So I'll lift it up so you can see whilst I do it. That's one.